Welcome to my channel African Story Nova. The man nobody noticed. In the heart of a dusty African village called Imiwaka, where old traditions still whispered through the trees and time moved slowly, there lived an old man named Baba Ik. His beard was long and gray, his back slightly bent, and his clothes torn from age and use. Every morning, he limped with the help of a wooden cane and sat quietly near the local food stalls, hoping someone would offer him a little to eat. But most people looked away. Some saw him as a burden. Others simply didn't care. He never begged. He never spoke much. He just sat there under the old neem tree, his eyes watching life pass him by. But there was one girl who noticed him. Her name was Amara, a young woman just 22 years old. She sold roasted corn and boiled groundnuts on a wooden table by the roadside. Her stall was nothing fancy, just a few sticks and a piece of cloth for shade. Her own slippers had holes, and her clothes were always simple, but her smile was pure. Each day, she gave Baba Ikena some food. Not leftovers, not scraps, real food. And she always served it with warmth. "Good morning, Baba," she would greet. "You must be hungry." The old man would nod silently, his eyes shining with tears he never let fall. He would eat slowly, like someone tasting love for the first time. One day, a young man in a neat shirt stood across the road, watching. He observed how Amara gave the old man food before even feeding herself. He saw her kindness, her patience, her respect. That evening, the young man came to her stall. "Can I buy some corn?" he asked. "Yes, sir," she replied with a smile, wiping her hands on her apron. He looked her in the eyes and said quietly, "Why do you help that old man every day?" Amara shrugged. "Because he's alone. If I don't help him, who will?" The young man nodded and walked away. The next morning, Baba Ikena did not come. Amara waited. She watched the path, but there was no sign of him. The day passed, then 2, then 3. Her heart grew heavy. What if something happened to him? She whispered. On the 4th day, a white jeep stopped near her stall. Out stepped a man in a suit, holding a sealed envelope. "Are you Amara?" he asked. "Yes," she said nervously. He handed her the envelope. "You're invited. Please come to Ivory Hills Hotel by 4 p.m. Don't tell anyone." Before she could speak, the man got back into the jeep and drove away. Ivory Hills Hotel. That was the biggest hotel in town, a place she had only seen from a distance. With trembling hands, she opened the envelope. The note read, "Come alone. Trust me, a friend." Her heart raced. She didn't know who wrote it, but somehow, she knew. This was important. That afternoon, she put on her cleanest dress, tied her scarf neatly, and locked her stall. At exactly 4 p.m., Amara stepped into the glass lobby of the Grand Hotel. The security guard asked her name. When she told him, his expression softened. "You're expected," he said, pointing inside. A tall man in a black suit walked toward her. "Follow me, please." She followed him down a quiet hallway until they reached a polished wooden door. He opened it slowly, and there, sitting in a soft chair near the window, was Baba Ik. Only he didn't look like the poor old man she remembered. He was wearing clean clothes, his beard trimmed, his cane replaced by a shining walking stick. The room smelled of perfume and fresh flowers. Amara gasped. "Baba." He smiled. "Come, sit." Amara stepped forward, her legs shaking. "I don't understand." The old man looked at her, his voice steady now. "My name is not Baba Ikena. I'm Chief Ikena Olumo, a retired millionaire. I used to own farms and factories across Nigeria, but I disappeared from the public eye years ago." Amara's mouth fell open. "But why were you sitting by the roadside like a poor man?" He looked down and spoke softly. "After my wife died and my children moved abroad, I felt empty. People only respected me when they saw my wealth. I wanted to find someone who saw people, not money. Someone with a pure heart." He looked at her kindly. "You fed me when you had little. You showed kindness without expecting anything in return. And now, I want to bless you." He reached into a briefcase beside him and pulled out a folder. Inside were papers, property papers. "You now own a food business in the heart of town, a big one. Fully paid, fully registered. Staff already hired. Trained chefs, a delivery van, everything." Amara froze. I don't know what to say. You don't need to, Chief Ikena said. Your actions already spoke for you. Tears flowed from Amara's eyes. She dropped to her knees. Thank you, she whispered. Thank you, Baba, Chief. He lifted her gently. No, thank you, my daughter. You reminded me what humanity still looks like. A few months later, a new signboard stood proudly in town. Amara's kitchen, food made with love. People came from far and wide to eat there. The food was excellent. But more than that, the place had a feeling of warmth, of care. Every Sunday, Amara's charity van went out, feeding the homeless, the poor, the forgotten. When asked why she did it, she would smile and say, because once upon a time, kindness found me and changed my life. Asterisk kindness is never small. It has a way of returning to us when we least expect it in ways bigger than we ever imagined. Asterisk, please like, comment, and support our video and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.